Hello, everyone. Welcome to BlindNation podcast on Spreaker. Also coming at you on YouTube as well and other social sites like Twitter, Periscope, and all them other wonderful things out there that allow us to reach out to the world. And right now, I am actually working on inviting some more people on the invite. So I'm currently clicking on the old Facebook button to let people know that we are now live. Wonderful way to reach out to the people, I tell you it is. You can do it by Facebook, Twitter, Periscope. I mean, there's just all kinds of options, that is. So there you go. I got my invite sent out so people will be able to go over to YouTube and check it out, or they'll be able to come to Spreaker.com and check it out. I'll also have a link that I'll be updating as well. I'm trying to work on fixing that because it's kind of messed up right now. Anyways, hopefully everybody is doing wonderful, wonderful, wonderful on this wonderful day. I'm doing good myself. I've got myself a Code Big Red and going to eat some dinner later. So I'm having a late night dinner. The one thing that I like to do as much as possible is to give my shout out. So I'm going to do that now. Going to give a shout out to Cousin Jerry. Also Jeffrey Pagel. Giving a shout out to Brandy. Also a shout out to December, Joanne, and anyone else that I'm possibly missed out of the 38 people. If you ever want me to give you a shout out, just send me an email, johnny@theblindnation.com. That's JOHNNY @theblindnation.com. Hopefully everybody's doing well tonight. I'm doing great. I'm in a wonderful mood too, guys. I won't lie to you. I mean, I went from having 104 subscribers last night. I get up this morning and I'm at 38. Actually, when I got up, it was at 190 something. 193, I think, and then Brandy informed me that we had over 200 by a comment on the YouTube page. So you guys can always do that if you want to get something, a message to me that's not so personal to you. You can do that. You can also send me a tweet. Follow me at TheBlindNation1. That's at TheBlindNation1. Had to throw the number 1 in there. I guess that makes us number 1, doesn't it? We got a choo-choo train rolling by. I'm sure you guys can hear that. Also want to give a shout out to one of my best friends in the world, Mr. Anthony. I hope you're doing well, my friend. It's one of my good buddies, guys. We went to school together. We have kept the same best friend relationship since school. So, yeah, let me set this old recorder down for a minute and pop the top. Gonna pop the top. Today's been a good day. I got to go on to a podcast with Mr. Cowpote. Cowpote, if you're listening, I think your actual name is Jeffrey, I believe. But if I'm wrong, well, you can slap me later on. Enjoyed going on that podcast. Went on there and just, I really didn't know what the podcast was going to be about. But I did go on there and just talk with them and just talk in general about drama. One of the biggest things that go on, it seems like, every day. Even when you don't want it to happen, it happens all around us every day. Nothing we can do about it but ignore it and go with the flow, right? So I enjoyed that podcast. Thank you, Mr. Cowpote. I do appreciate that, Mr. Cowpote, Pope, Cow Patty. As he said, call me whatever you want. So, yeah. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying all the different things I'm bringing at you on YouTube with the characters that I've been bringing in. Because, it seems like we've been so into, like, what's happening in the news and all that. And, I really don't want my channel to focus on what's happening with other people, because I just don't want to create that environment. But you guys know me. I'll speak up about something if You know, if someone asks me an opinion, I'm either going to do a video about it, or I'm just going to give my response. It's just the way I am. And I want to build, like I said, it's so important to me to build a trust relationship with my subscribers on YouTube and my followers on Twitter as well as Spreaker. If you guys are not following me on Spreaker, you can go to my Facebook. And the link will be in there to take you right to my Spreaker page. But that URL is going to change once I figure it out. So, yeah. Wow. Lots been going on. I'm really happy, guys. I mean, I honestly am so happy. You know, I've been working hard to try to find that niche that you guys enjoy. You know, something that keeps me going and something that helps my channel, because the one thing that I'm lacking, and I know it's so important, is the quality in videos. That does matter, and I understand that. You know, those that are sighted, you know, they go by that. They want good quality. They want to see good videos. They don't want to see junk. And in my position, I have to make up for that quality in just doing the best I can with what I can use. For example, you know, we bring in old man Roger and that other guy, what's his name? Ralph, I do believe. Yeah, that's his name. Anyways, so I got to do good on that side of things, and audio and all that. If you guys ever know, if you guys ever know of any really good accessible apps that are good for, like, you know, adding in music or stuff like that, sound effects and all that with videos, or even you know, just doing audio, anything accessible, good accessible apps, do let me know. Leave a comment in my under my YouTube, or you can even, if you're coming at me from Facebook, you can actually join the chat here, and you can actually talk to me in live chat, which is pretty cool. A few things I've not done yet, by the way, is me and my fishing partner have not been out fishing yet, just because, one, it's been kind of cool, so just not being able to make it out there yet, but definitely going to be doing that as well. I hope you guys are enjoying everything that I've been doing, and, you know, please note that sometimes there will be videos that's focused on, you know, stuff that's more serious. If I need to reach out to a blind community member or anything like that, you know, I might do that. But I think that's what makes me different in the YouTube world, is my channel is really a mix of different things. That's why I didn't give it like a specific name for the channel as far as directing it to one thing. That's why I went ahead and went with BlindNation, just because in general people know I'm blind, and I talk about that. I talk about accessibility. I talk about support. I talk about the economy. I talk about the job industry and all this other stuff. So I thought BlindNation went in good. On YouTube, I did, when I reached 100, it let me update the, personal URL. And that's fine, but the only thing I didn't like is I couldn't actually just pick whatever I want. It had to include my username, and then I could have did like username and then something after username, but I wanted to try to make it as easy as possible. What I did learn, though, is at the end of youtube.com, you don't got to do the /C/ and then my Jess Step 78. You can just do youtube.com/JessStep, JESS, T as in Tom, E, P as in Paul, 78. A good way for you to remember my username for YouTube is, think of me saying, just step on over here. Just step on up, but only JESS. So I don't know if that, help you remember it or not. Because it's a unique name. It's not, no one else has a username like mine. So, Yeah. But anyway, moving on to more topics on the podcast Spreaker. I just want to reach out to you guys and let you know, and I'm getting a little serious with you right now. Guys, it means the world to me what you guys are doing. It does. I do my absolute best. I'm putting in 110% on trying to do my best that I can to make good videos. I did notice that the one video I messed up on it, Old Man Roger and Rover, I messed up because at the end there's voiceover all through it. I'm going to try to edit that and get that taken out of there. Get my manager to see if he can take it out. I just got to get over and get him to do his daggone job. He's slacking on me, guys. My manager is slacking on me. He's not really slacking. He's just learning on how to edit and stuff. He says the editor is not all that great on the YouTube end of things, but I'm pretty sure it is. So if you're listening, bub, I think you're maybe you're looking at the wrong thing, because it's a pretty good editor. Like, you can adjust the volume, you can do all kinds of stuff in there, and I wish I had to get enough eyeballs to do that stuff, man. I would do so great at videos. You guys, you don't even know. I'm good at when it comes to audio and sounds and stuff. And man, if I could, oh my gosh, if I could do that, I'd be all over it, I promise you. I'm going to see something here. I don't know if you guys can hear my voiceover, but I'm going to effects, because I don't think it's going to let me hear it when I hit the effect. Let's do some little testing here real quick. Alright, let's do it. Thank you. My gosh, I just looked out across my porch, and I've got a crowd. So I was thinking about something, guys. You wouldn't let... Hey. Guys, can I talk, please? Thank you so much. I was thinking about something. That's not funny. Guys, man, they laugh at me. Anyways, I was thinking about just everything, guys, that, someone's always, people's telling me, you're doing a great job, man. You've got yourself all these subscribers and you're going up slowly. Well, I think last night was a big jump. Man, if we could do that every night, that'd be awesome. But this is what I do know, guys. What I do know is none of this would be possible without you. Simple as that. I could be the best YouTube editor, best video guy, or whatever you want to call it. I could be the best in the world, and that wouldn't matter. What's up? That wouldn't matter without you guys. It wouldn't. That would not matter without subscribers. That best would go down to nothing, because it's the subscribers is what makes everything possible. It's you guys is what makes everything possible, and I am so thankful for you guys. I hope every one of you know that. Even the ones that don't really hardly, even ones that might not put comments. Even the ones that might be thinking, man, should I subscribe? I can't decide that. But what I can tell you is that without you guys, it'd mean nothing. And I'm so thankful, guys. And this isn't a pity party or nothing, okay? But I am going to say something here. For once in my life, I really feel like I'm valuable at doing something. It takes a while for for even both sides. It takes a while for you to really get to know me, and it takes a while for me to get to know you. It takes a while for the comfort zones and all that to kick in. But I'm just going to tell you that I feel like I'm finally in a position and doing something that really means something. And I don't blame anybody for anything that's ever happened to me in my life, but I've been down a long road, and I've always felt like I was at the end of the line. No offense to anybody in the family or nothing like that, but even when I was a kid, I always felt like I was last in line. I mean that. I'm just being. I just want to open up to you guys and really tell you about my feelings and how I feel. I really do. Because you've gotten me this far, there's no reason why I can't trust in you guys. I've seen some people out there that have really, really, really been rooting me on and everything. And I'm just, when I was young and I was going through school, I didn't accept who I was. I didn't accept being blind. And, I'm glad you guys can't see my face because I probably look goofy. This is kind of emotional for me. But when I was a kid, I'd want to play baseball at the family reunions, and I'd want to play basketball, and I couldn't. I was always on the sideline. And it wasn't the family's fault or nothing. It wasn't nobody's fault. It was just that I couldn't do it. Sorry. There's a not so friendly cat over there. I just couldn't do it. And, and then it was like, I'd sit around at family reunions when I was a kid, and I always sit at the picnic table by myself, and every now and then someone would walk up and pat me on the shoulder or, talk to me a little bit. But I always felt like I was at the end of the line, when people talked to me, I always felt like they were, talking to me like I was, how do I explain it? Like they were talking to me, and even though I could hear them, they would talk to me like I don't know how to explain it, guys. Like I wasn't, I don't even know the word, but like they just talked to me like I was some special, like, I don't know. I don't know the word. You guys, I don't know what the word is I'm trying to tell you. But I didn't feel like they ever carried a conversation with me. Like, and I don't mean just my family when I was young. I went through that with a lot of people when I was young. I still go through it today. People would talk to me and they would talk to me like I didn't understand, or like I was, like I wasn't smart enough to understand the value of a normal conversation or something, all because of my eyes. Well, when I was young, I didn't accept that, guys. I didn't. And I know this is turning into my story, but I want you to know my story. I want you to know me. I want you to know who I am. And it's so important to me because I want to build that honest relationship with you guys. I feel like doing that will get me just as many subscribers and many friends as it would if I was doing something funny. Which I'm not stopping none of that, but you understand what I'm saying. I finally feel like I stand for something. And some people don't understand that, when I was younger. They didn't understand when I was younger that, I was trying to be the right person, but I had this, and I know I'm jumping back to that story, so sorry, I kind of went back and forth. But so here I am not accepting who I am and not accepting that I'm blind. And I was trying to be this person that wasn't blind. At the age of 17 and 18, guys, I was driving cars when I shouldn't have been. Putting myself at risk and everybody else around me. I never hurt nobody. I never got in no wrecks. My sight was a little bit better then, and of course, at nighttime I could see real good. I could see almost as good as what you would see all the time, but only at night. And so I was out, I was driving and doing all this stuff because I didn't accept who I was. But a little bit before I was driving, I started out in public school, and I couldn't read the books, couldn't read small print, and the teachers couldn't do nothing for me. So my mom threw me into a private school, and I would leave. Guys, this is something else that really affected me. And that's why I really reached out to the blind community as well, because I would leave on a Sunday, guys, at 12 noon. A van would pick me up, and I wouldn't come home until Friday evening. So for about 4 years of my life, I didn't know my family, because I only came home on a Friday. I was home, that evening on Friday, all day Saturday, back to campus on Sunday. And it caused me to do a lot of stupid things when I was a kid. I was drinking, I was sneaking liquor and all this stuff to school. All this dumb stuff. When I was still in school, and I don't care to tell this story, okay? Because I want you guys to know who I am. I decided, and I was all about trying to fit in, trying to be the cool guy, trying to be Mr. Badass, trying to be Mr. Macho Man. Shut up. I'm telling the story. My bad, damn grouchy motherfucker. Stop. Get out of here. So anyway, I had to throw some humor in there. I know I got a serious conversation. I'm acting goofy right in the middle, but just to give you guys a laugh and keep you going here. Guys, I snuck in my mom's room. I was 13 years old. I snuck in my mom's room, and I took her pistol. Now, I didn't take it to hurt nobody, so I don't want you guys to think nothing bad like that. But listen, I took the pistol, I stuck it in my bag. It was around 11 o'clock on Sunday. The van was almost there to get me. I took the clip out, and I took it to school. And what I should have done was kept it in that bag. I should have kept it in my bag. Well, what I should have done is not even did it. But when I got it there, I'm going to kill voiceover for a second. When I got it there, I should have kept it in the bag. And I didn't. I started showing it to people, and I got busted for it. I got busted for taking a gun to school, and I should have. They came to my room. Now, they didn't call the cops, but they came to my room. They took me to a different room and made me stay in that room right there, because there was a house parent. And so you had upstairs where all the rooms was, and downstairs was where it was like a living room, but not like a family home type of living room, but it was like a living room style downstairs, had a couch and a chair, TV and stuff, and there was a side room, and they kept me in that all night. I couldn't leave the room, I couldn't talk to nobody, nothing. The following day, my mom had to come up and get me. I had to go directly over to a courthouse. And my stepdad, luckily, got me out of that mess. And it didn't get put on my record or nothing. But the point is, I did it because I thought that was how I was going to fit in. I was going to be Mr. Big Bad Boy. Look at me, I got a gun. Look at me, I drink. I sneak beer to the school. Ooh, look at that, I got cigarettes. I sneak cigarettes to the school. And it was rough, because my mom and them was never there at the school for me. They never came to the events. Before I started smoking, I was in track. I was running a mile in 5:03. I was in wrestling. I was at the top of the wrestling team. I was, earning the school good points, good credit for my skills. And something that I know you hear a lot of when people talk about blind people, and a lot of people think of it, automatically assume that, but I was an excellent piano player. I can still play the piano, probably. The keyboard. I had them things, and I was so good at them, and I let it all go because I never had family that came to my school. They never came to support me in that stuff. And I made a mistake one time with that. And from there on out, my stepdad didn't treat me like a son anymore. If I wanted to stay home when they left, well, I could stay home, but I had to stay outside. They'd lock the door and make me sit on the porch. All because I didn't accept who I was. I don't want to turn this whole podcast into that, but anyway, all because I didn't want to accept who I was. It took me up until the age of 22 to realize that it was time to stop being dumb. It was time to be responsible. And that was when I ended up getting my ex-wife pregnant. Even though the true love wasn't like there, because it was just more being young and in a relationship and yee-haw, let's get it on, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what it was. And so I decided to take responsibility, and I accepted that I was blind, and there was nothing I could do to change that. But back to my main point, doing this, I feel like I'm really bringing true value to people, and I'm being able to reach out to people in the best way that I know possible. I didn't graduate. I ended up going and getting my diploma later on. Not a GED. I did get my diploma, but I didn't get my diploma just up until, me when I was older. Not even a couple of years ago. And I got my diploma. I've done college stuff since, and that's fine. But my whole life, guys, up until, 30, we'll just say 32, 33, without even getting paid, I've just been giving my support to people and reaching out to people and trying to find what really works for me. And that was when I did the blind community, and that's when I started doing things for the blind community and helping other people and doing all this stuff. And even though I'm older now, I'm 38 years old, but at least now I've found what makes me happy, and that's what I'm doing now. It's you guys that make me happy. It's seeing that people actually want to hear me. People actually want to see me. And I know that my vision's not getting in the way of that. I still deal with things just like any other blind person. I don't claim to be the top dog of blind people because I still deal with, being in public and people looking at me like something's wrong with me. And there's still people that are in my life that talk to me like I'm not me, like I'm some special case, But what I do now with the blind community and what I'm doing now with YouTube has changed my life. You guys have changed my life. You guys have made me realize have honestly made me realize that I can do it. I can do this whole YouTube thing and people will enjoy it. And you guys, you guys are part of that whole deal. You guys are, and that's why I'm saying you guys are what makes all this possible. And I love every single one of you for it. I do. Deeply in my heart, I love every one of you. Every single person that subscribes to me, I smile every time I see a subscribe. I seen some, and I know I don't pay attention to the hate comments. I don't let them register, but I seen someone say that, oh, you're just worried about having subscribers. No, I'm not. I'm worried about reaching out to people and people seeing who I am and people believing in what I do. That's what I'm about. I'm about the people, not me. I'm not about putting my vision on the table and saying, oh, I'm blind, guys. Please, please, please help me. Because I know that, one, it wouldn't be right to do. And number two, everything good is happening and it's going to happen without any of that ignorant stuff that the haters say that I was trying to do. I'm an honest person. I really am. And if you guys noticed, I took down a few videos. I did on YouTube. I took them down. Because I don't want people to get the impression that I'm just about, saying what I want and it not matter. Because when I first did that one video about Mike and Bridget, you guys seen it. I changed that. I came back and gave my apology because you know what? They are good people. And I was only listening to one side of the story. And I realized that quick. And I came back and I told everybody that I was sorry. That video is still up there. You can see it now. So, if the Greens are listening, I have nothing against you guys. I love watching your videos. Especially you, Grandpa, when you start getting mad. But I'll tell you what. I think old man Roger could really, 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 really give you a run for your money, buddy. He's mean. Oh, my gosh. If he's not listening or any of the Greens ain't listening, wouldn't that be the funniest prank ever? Wouldn't you guys think? Old man Roger doing a video, how he done it, and leaving. Guys, we should do a prank. Let's prank somebody. And the best person would be him because AGP gets so tore up. My gosh, that'd be so funny. Oh, and to the one guy, no, this is not about me picking on nobody. This is just a joke. Old man Rogers should mess with AGP. Boy, that'd be a good combination right there. But, no. Back to, being serious. You guys made all this happen, and I love you for it, and I thank you for it. And let us continue to build. Let us continue to be stronger and bigger and better every single day, because this empire that we are building is because of you, not me. It's because of you. And this channel will be built to be the best empire that there is for the blind community, for just in general, you guys understand? In general of the real concept of, how it really should be when it comes to, your subscribers and how you can really build a true, honest, valuable relationship with your subscribers. Every single one. Just like a lot of them, they know who Mike and them are. And when all that went down, a lot of them threw a fit. And they had every right to throw a fit. Because they're connected with Mike and Bridget the way you guys are connected with me. And so that's what they did. They stuck up for their people. Just like you guys. If someone was on here saying something bad about me, or dragging me into the dirt, I guarantee you off the top of my head, I can name off people right now that would speak up. Right now, guarantee it. Jeffrey, Brandy, Georgia, Joanne, December, Cousin Jerry, Redneck Superman. I know for a fact that would happen. So see, it's you know, it's all about building that relationship, and that's the value that comes with it. When someone's breathing down on you, you've got your whole family to support you and speak up for you and help you fight the fight of, you know, the trolls and the haters. Look, we don't got to live life hating, you know. The best thing to do is learn how to do better at getting along with people and how to work on the things that you need to work on. And yeah, I'm throwing this into another little bit of a topic here. Someone wanted me to cover change. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just trying to roll it all into one here. And I hope you guys enjoy this podcast. You know, if you need to take a break, the nice thing is you can pause it. Well, not while it's live, I guess, but it'll always be on there, so you can always go back. If you need to take a break, I get it. Because sometimes I can run for a while. Change, though, is something that everybody can do. And it's something that someone can always find a little bit of something that they need to change. Nobody in this world can tell me that there's nothing in their life or nothing that they do that they need to work on. Because nobody's perfect. There's only one person perfect in this world, and that's God. And I won't get into that because everybody has different beliefs, different religions. So I won't jump into that, but you understand what I'm saying. I still got things I need to work on. And one of them things is not letting things get to me when I see negative things coming to me personally or through my channel. I mean, I went in and, you know, before, not now, but just in the past in general when I've done like podcasts and stuff, I would delete them or change them because somebody wouldn't like it, and I would completely just delete it and give up. And I'm not talking about now, so none of you guys now. I love every one of you guys. Oh, another one, gosh, what was your... Chevy Nova. I think that was your... Or Nova? Yeah, Chevy Nova. Something like that. Yeah, good dude. Good person. All of you guys are, man. But the thing is I still need to work on change. And I admit that. I need to work on that. I need to work on... And I do for the most part. Most, you know, when I tell someone, you know, someone says something to me, you know, it doesn't bring me down. It doesn't bring me down anymore. But there are things that I still, in the back of my head, it sits there. So I need to work on that. We all need to work on something. It doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter. You know, life is tough for everyone. So, not just about me being blind and blind people need to do this and do that. You know, yeah, I do support the blind community and I do stand up for the blind community, and I will reach out to the blind community anytime I can. Anytime I see someone needing help, someone needing support, someone needing a shoulder to lean on, someone needing someone to help them, I will be there every single time, hands down, no questions asked, and nothing will get in my way. But in order for me to help people, them people also have to help themselves. One of my other dreams, and I've not been able to do it yet, there's only a couple things stopping me, and someone said, well, that's no excuse. Well, it really is. One of the things that I've always dreamed of doing, and I've not been able to do, is I wanted to go around to every state. I had a goal last year, and I didn't make it, which sucks. But I had a goal to go to every blind school in the United States. and give a speech to the blind community, to the baby boomers, to give them motivation in their life and to let them know that what they're doing right now is okay. And where they're at right now is okay. And it's important. I could just jump right into speeches, Fred, and I almost did, so I stopped myself. But anyway, so that's what I wanted to do, and I started this fun thing to try to create some funds for it, and it didn't work out. I raised like $10. $10 won't even get me to the airport, let alone flying from one state to the next. But I'm hoping someday, once financially, I'll be able to do that, because I want to be able to make a difference in other people's lives just as much as I do in my own. I want to help people. So anyway, let me jump to change. I don't want to make this a 3 or 4 hour podcast. Change is something that we can always find in ourselves, something that we need to work on. So the best advice that I can give to the person that asks me, how do you change something if you're scared to do it? There's so many different ways I could approach that, and it's hard for me to really approach it 100% because I don't know kind of what you're basing this on. Because you just asked me, how do you change yourself if you're scared to do it? It just depends on what it is. But I can tell you this much. If you see something that you're wanting to change, and if you really want that in your heart, fear won't get in the way. Fear won't get in the way if you really want it. And if you want it, you need to let fear be more of a motivator than a discriminator. You need to let fear be more of a motivator than a terminator. You need to show fear that you have no mercy and that you have no reason to back down from it. Think of fear as being a monster in your soul, a monster that is trying to take you over, and you have two options. You can ride along with that fear for the rest of your life, or you can approach it face to face and you can knock it down like the breath being knocked out of you right now, and you can walk right over top of it. Don't let fear hold you back from the things you want in life. I did it for a long time. I'm getting a very late start in my life, but yet it's not too late. It's never too late. But I'm getting a late start because of fear. I'm still on a monthly income right now as I'm trying to build my business and trying to make things work. I'm on a monthly income because of fear. I let fear control my life too long. And I finally got tired of it. And if you're tired of it, you need to grab it up and knock it down. And keep walking forward and go for what you want. Someone told me that a dream is nothing more than just a fantasy. It's not true. A dream is a goal that you can reach. A dream is no more being different than you writing on the calendar what you want to do next year. If there's something you want to do with your life, and you want to change that, and you want to reach that point in your life, sit down, write down the things you need to do to get beyond that. Write it down. I'm going to tell you right now, it does make a difference to write things down. People might say, no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Write it down. Put it in your reminders on your iPhone. Write it down on your computer. Put it somewhere where you're going to read that every day. And make it in a list. Don't just say it in your head. Write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Say there's 5 things you need to do, right? Start at number 1. Don't skip it. You start, you make your list, and you put it in a list where number 1 is the easiest and quickest thing that you got to do. Number 2, a little bit harder. 3, 4, 5. And I promise you, by the time you get from 1 to 2, and then you get to 2 to 3, by the time you even get to 4 and 5, you're already going to realize that it's not going to be as hard as you thought. Write it down. And I promise you that by the time you get through your list of tasks that you need to complete to reach that goal or that dream / fantasy, you're going to get there. You see, I had been wanting to build a financial plan for the longest time and make money and find a way for me to make money to be able to, finally go out and buy things when I need it. Speaking of that, I got to tell you guys something about the P.O. box in a minute. But I've been wanting to do all this stuff and I couldn't financially. And I got tired of that. So I wrote down the things I needed to do to try to, build myself a career. And I wrote it down and I went through each step. And I'm still going through things on that other end for the business side of things. But the point is as you go through them tasks, the more of them you complete, you're getting closer to the end of that list. Right? Start at number 1. Don't skip, don't pass, don't ignore, and don't wipe it off the list and think that you can move on to number 2 and number 1. You really didn't. Don't be like, well, no, I didn't need that there. I can manage to deal with number 1, and I'll deal with that later. Don't deal with it later. Deal with it now, because that's going to help you make that change in your life. Every single step, folks. All right, so P.O. box trip didn't work out yesterday and didn't work out today because this was kind of embarrassing. I was going to record it, and I ended up taking my phone, but didn't realize that I hadn't charged my phone up. Anyways, I get all the way up there and went to use my card. Nope, not enough funds on my card. I forgot. I didn't have enough. So, guy's like, well, that's $43. And he said something else. I'm like, oh, no big deal. Here you go. Man, there's no worse moment than when you swipe that card and it says denied and they look at you like, really? And then I told the guy, like, I think he thought I was just trying to get a freebie or something. I was like, I said, I don't think my card should be doing that because I thought I had enough on there. And I was like, I think my card's messing up. And he's like, you can't be you're not getting this P.O. box until either you got to pay with cash or this card works. He said, so come back when you can do it. I'm like, really, dude? I'm not Jewing you, bro. I'm not lying. I'm not making up some story, So no P.O. box yet, unfortunately. But when I get the money, by gosh, we'll get her done. All right. Yeah. So I do want to get a P.O. box. That way people can, you guys can write me letters, and I can do a new thing for when I get letters. We can read the letters and answer people's questions or whatever. So that'd be fun. And then that way, if I do get letters, I can send out Christmas cards to my subscribers. Yeah, and I will do that. So, anyways, so about change, you've got to want it. And if you want to talk to me more directly about it, you can. You can contact me. Go to there's a couple places you can go. You can go to theblindnation.com. There's information on there. You can also go to my personal page. It's more connected to my business as well, but it's JohnnyEstep.com. JohnnyEstep.com. Go there. I believe I got information on there where you can contact me. So, yeah, do that. It's funny because I gotta tell you a funny story, guys, and then we'll get ready to close this up. What I hit? Make sure I didn't hit no. Okay, we're good. I'm just making sure here. Okay, I thought I hit the daggone stop button. Oh yeah, laugh. Go ahead, laugh at me. Ha ha. Somebody was wanting to donate to the blind community, and I said, yeah, that'd be great, well, whatever. I don't care to tell you guys. I got like $21 that I have saved up into the blind community. But it's hey, every little dollar counts. Every little dollar counts. Anyways, what was funny was I told them to go to JohnnyEstep.com, and they were spelling it Johnny EASTEP.com. Eastep. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm like, no, that page is there. They're like, no, it's not. And I realized they were typing it wrong. So make sure you spell it right if you guys ever want to go over there and check the page out or whatever. Or if you're someone that wants to help with the blind community, or you're involved with it or whatever, you can go there. Because I know I have some people from the blind community probably listening. Sorry about dropping my drink. I'm sure I got some people from the blind community that'll listen, or some of the members. So if you want to help out or anything like that with that, because our website got shut down, I'll tell you guys a story about that here in a second. But for the members, you guys can go there, JohnnyEstep.com, JOHNNY, and then E as in Edward, and then the word step.com. Basically what happened was, guys, when we ran out of funds and I had to move out of the little store building that I had here, and oh my God, it still sucks. It still makes me really sad, because I love that place. I finally had a little office, and I didn't have to do everything right out of my house. But anyways, it sucks. I loved that. I loved having that little spot. But okay, anyway, the story was the domain had expired, and I didn't know that the auto renew wasn't on. And I smell a damn skunk. I better get in the house. Oh, I'm coming through, and I am still live, so let me get to my office. But I smell a skunk out there, and I'm not getting sprayed. No, sir. But anyway, it had got shut. It got expired. It got expired, and wasn't on auto renew, so a company bought it. Well, when I went back and I'll tell you a story about why I lost the building too. Well, it was fun. We ran out of funds. That's why I wasn't getting no donations. Long story short on that part. But a company bought the domain, and now they want to sell it back to me. They want to sell it back for like $800. And I'm just like, are you serious? No, I can't do that. So we lost our domain to blindcommunity.com. And there's some jerk of a company wanting to, and they still email me, guys. They're like, oh, well, we'll make you a deal and we'll do $600. I'm not paying $600. I'm not paying $800. I'm not paying $500. Not when you can get a domain for $14. So now we've got the blindcommunity.org, but I need to get it set up the right way, and it's not. So right now I'm just using my regular website to put some stuff on there, like the donation buttons over there and stuff. So anyway, it sucks, but yeah, lost the business over there due to fines. Lost the business because there was an apartment above the office building, the Blind Community's office space that we had, and that apartment, they were smoking pot, and all the smoke and the pot was coming through the vent that was on the ceiling of my business. So I was going to leave there anyways, because when I approached the situation, it wasn't pretty. And I not once, now get this, guys, not once did I ever call the cops on these guys. I just politely had asked the guy, can you please not do that up there because it's coming into my business? Well, he didn't stop. But the problem was, there was another business on the other side of him, and somebody called the law. Well, after that happened, I started getting threats from the guy, and his dad was threatening to beat the crap out of me. So even if I wouldn't have ran out of funds, which we did, I'd have still had to get out of there. It just wasn't safe anymore. I mean, yeah, I did have a handgun, do have a handgun, but I had it there at the office too. But still, it just wasn't safe anymore. And I wasn't going to sit there and run my business with marijuana smell coming into my business and customers coming in looking at me like I'm the druggie. So, anyways, guys, I love you. I know this has been a long podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my story. I mean, I could have made it much longer and told a lot, made it longer, not told a lot more, but made it like longer, But honestly, guys, you are what makes this Blind Nation, the channel. It's because of you guys. It is. And I love you guys for it. And please continue to help share and tell people and all that. I don't think I'm missing anything. If I did, I'll pick it up next time. For the blind community members, hang in there. Because at some point, when funds are better, I promise you, we will be back in action at full force. I mean, we even had an app, guys, and I had to shut that down too, because it was costing me each month, because it wasn't my own, it wasn't, it was ours, but it was through a company called AppsMe, and so I built it through the online thing, and, we're going to build an app again one of these days, and I'm going to make sure that next time we get the app out there, I'd like to get one now, but I know it's going to cost me an arm and a leg, and I couldn't even afford a P.O. box. So, it is what it is. But I love every single one of you guys. I appreciate all of you guys. Also, let me know, do you guys want more of Old Man Roger or less? Do you guys like him or do you not? If you like him, we're going to keep him, and if you don't, I'll get rid of him, but it seems like a lot of people is really enjoying that. So, I love you guys. And like I said, invite your friends over. If you ever got anything you're going through and would like some advice, you can count on cannot talk, dagnabbit. You can count on Blind Nation. I'll give you the best advice that I can. I don't claim to be perfect, but I do claim that I will do my best to help you. That's what it's all about. It's all of us locking arms together. Not as just one or two, but all of us supporting each other. So, again, for the blind community members, if you need anything, go to JohnnyEstep.com. I'll put it in the link as well. I'll go in and I'll get the link put in there as well for you. But I love you guys, and I'll talk to you real soon. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you don't, I'll have to hang you by your toes. I'm joking. I love all of you. Oh no. What's going on here? Alright, who's playing the music? Roger? Yeah, you better stop. Alright, everybody, listen up. Old Man Roger here on the podcast. I have taken it over. That's right, it's me. And I just want to remind you guys one thing. If you want more of me, hit the daggone like button on YouTube. And I'll continue to, join the fun. Whoa. I better get inside. It's starting to, I believe, storm. So, yeah, I better go. Give me that. All right, you guys. Like, share. That's right. Like, share, and subscribe. That's pretty cool. I'm messing with the effects. I know. I'm goofy. I'm out here, guys. I love every one of you. Like I said, you guys, you are the heart of this channel. Not me. It's you guys. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.